Yo, yo, yo. Hello, beautiful people. How y'all doing today? I know I ask that every day, and I know your day is beautiful, but even if it's not, I need to remind you that it is, if it doesn't feel like it's beautiful. It's always a beautiful day. I effing love y'all. Did something good today. I feel good about it. This whole little branch is off. These ain't got the same crispness that last vine had. Well, I do want to talk about this real quick. Because I know everything I speak of is opposed to or belief in the program that you received growing up, majority of us. Now listen, information was always available. You wanted to be a better person, a better individual, which makes you be a better father, cousin, mother, everything above the board, right? Can't be a better person in any relationship. I don't care what the relationship dynamic is. Unless you work on yourself. I always say that. So, information was always available if you wanted it. Unfortunately, most certainly, the people that I knew and that had a guiding influence in my life didn't want the information. They didn't care. The information was always here. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. And I ain't saying you gotta subscribe to anything. I ain't saying you gotta have a particular belief. But what's right is right, and what resonates, resonate. And if they cared about being right, yeah, this is all the grandparents, all the kids. Not the kids, sorry. Well, the kids too nowadays, so, whatever. But the grandparents, their kids is what I meant to say, which will be our parents. Y'all fucked up big time. It ain't nobody else's fault. It's time to start taking some accountability. Not to start pointing the finger. Shit happens. But it's like, alright, 10 years of your life, you're a kid, you don't really know that much. You go through certain experiences, you don't understand them, right? You see shit in the world, you don't really have a grasp on the totality of the effect. So, another 10 years go past, you're 20 now. Now you know a little something. You've been through middle school, high school, and unfortunately, at this point, most of us then lost our virginity and experienced trauma or, violence of some sort, right? So you see that part of the world. You see the evil, you see the wicked, you see the misfortunes. You may even have dealt a few of those misfortunes. And you get another 10 years, right? Now, but this time, typically a baby's in play. If you're healthy, if you're capable, if you're active, obviously, usually a baby's in play by this point. So now you got a whole different perspective on life and the world by the time you're 30. So these next 10, 20, 30, 40 years, if you ain't changing, you ain't doing nothing different, it's really like, unfortunately, and I hate to sound so messed up, it's really like fuck you for the moment. For the moment, it's like fuck you because you really don't want to do nothing better. You don't even care. Like, the information's here, you'll hear certain shit. You know certain information is valid, and you motherfuckers will still follow the old bullshit. And it ain't even got nothing to do with what you eat. Obviously, that's a part of it. That's a big part of it in my mind. But we're going to leave that out for a second. Let's just talk about the things you do, the experiences you had. I mean, I just don't get it. I don't know. But I do know that pardon me, that different generations got way two totally different beliefs. So there's an elder that, so I gotta tell you youngins, like, what you gotta tell us youngins? You can't really tell me nothing. Not that you don't have nothing valuable to say, But you can't tell me nothing because we don't even live on the same planet for real. Like in our minds, we live in two totally different places. Almost everything you believe in, I don't. I ain't gonna talk about morally, but just like life-wise, outlook, perspective. Like we don't even see the world the same. So you can't tell me nothing because it don't resonate. I'm not gonna listen for the most part. For a majority of the shit. And it's not that I can't learn and I'm unteachable, but like our frequencies are so off. Like you've been vibrating at a knee height your whole life. You can't tell me nothing about it. Really anything, because our vibrations are different, our perspectives are different. So that's the only reason why. Yes, you do have wisdom, you do have life experiences you can share with me and I can definitely learn from, and try not to make the same mistakes, things of that nature. But other than that, we're on two different planes. Like, it don't matter. But I'm on water flowing, and I don't even want to say you're on land. You're in like some type of sand pit. If I'm in comparison to like the people, like I really don't know people with good energy, and that's so fucked up. I know people that's cool, that I put on the show, and then you see the depression quick. You can see the attitude change quick over little shit. We are so controlled by our emotions that it's really deadly. It's been killing us forever. It's been killing our growth. No decisions can be made emotionally. It just doesn't work that way. Life doesn't work that way. It's always wrong. Shit shouldn't be discussed when you're in an emotional state. Because you're not being rational. You're not being realistic. I used to tell an individual this all the time. Like, you speaking, you got to take the emotional part out of it. Like, all right, we know how we feel. You made me mad, you made me happy, you made me sad, whatever. Angry, felt abandoned, insecure, whatever the person might have made you feel, right? It really don't matter though. Not when the conversation is being had. Because there's no resolve if emotions are involved. It's a good one. There's no resolve if emotions are involved. Period. Can't happen. And sometimes it might seem like I'm being rude or even particular, but I say this to the people I'm around, and they don't want to listen, and it's like, fuck them. I don't even say it no more. Fuckers is so lost. We're so lost. Like, I don't know who the fuck we looking for, but you need to find it in yourself. Like, us as a people, I don't know who we're looking for or what we're looking for, but the answer is within. And it has always been. We just didn't know it. But like I said, for the elder generation, y'all fumbled the ball. That's why we got, especially, now listen, there was faults on both ends, man and woman, dad and mother, dad and mom, father and mother, whatever. Pardon me, excuse me, good people. But when the motherfuckers start putting them plans into place, and obviously the mothers start feeling so independent, and they ain't need nobody. They ain't feel like they needed a father in the house. They didn't feel like they needed no one to guide them in any type of way. So y'all weren't dominant. Like, I heard someone speak on like how women dominate the household, or dominate, you get what I'm saying, whatever. I'm like, what? Like, your misconception is y'all motherfuckers is just so hurt running, trying to survive, that y'all really don't know what y'all doing. With all due respect, y'all don't know what y'all doing. Not when you don't sit down and pay attention to yourself. Unfortunately, and it's unfortunate, like, I really feel for the mothers that get pregnant young, let's say between 13 to 20, and it's not planned. There's no like structure. You know what I'm saying? There's no. Forget what the future holds. Let's talk about right now. Like when we did this, there was no structure. Then a mom has to work or chooses to work. She doesn't necessarily have to. She chooses to because she's so independent. She don't need no man. She can do everything herself. And then that's when they start labeling the stupidest shit in the world, right? Women start saying, that's my child. Bitch, that's not your child. I mean, I know I don't talk like this. I apologize. But that's how I feel about that part. Bitch, that is not your child. Like, what are you talking about? And I won't go into who loves who more as far as the father and the mother. It's different loves, right? It's really no comparison. But obviously in every toxic parenting situation, and I don't mean toxic with like the individuals going in domestics and arguing and stuff like that. I just mean like toxic as a person. So you can't be the best father, you can't be the best husband or wife. You know what I'm saying? You never get to sit down and realize your worth. This is for the women. You never get to sit down and realize your worth. Like life catch up, stuff start going on, you try and keep the household afloat because either we failed as men and got incarcerated, got wrapped up in the matrix and the screen, and or drugs, whatever it may be, right? Some was just rolling stones where they didn't feel like they needed to have a home or build that foundation anywhere. Y'all niggas were suckers. I'll say that much. Y'all niggas were straight suckers. Not saying that you couldn't plant your seed as much as you wanted. But you gotta have a plan. And a plan and a manifest, like a manifold. You gotta have something in place. When you having that many kids, like different people, first she's gotta be spectacularly secure women within herself. Sunset look alright today. It ain't the best. Orange, a little pink. Super orange though, like a real sunset orange. But I ain't trying to bash the woman. But the minute you thought it was okay for the man to be out the household, where you fucked up. And then you think, let's just take a small number, 100 women doing that. 100 women. And we could just say in the whole America. It ain't even got to be 101 state, 101 coast, nothing like that. 100 women in America. And y'all think y'all don't need a man in the house. So what you do? Start working. So nobody's pouring love and guidance and wisdom and experience into the child. Unless it's like a daycare, after school program, stuff like that. Or other children that's in the same predicament. They ain't got no guidance themselves. That's where kids are getting it from. That's where I got it from. I wasn't raised by my parents. I was raised by my environment. Not saying that my mother wasn't there, but y'all fucked up big time when y'all start saying this is my child and I don't need you if you don't want to claim them, and if you don't want to be with me, or if you got other kids somewhere else, or if whatever your reason may have been. You're broke. You're really ugly. I didn't mean for it to happen. It don't matter. It happened. You gotta take responsibility. Can't go back. Can't put the baby back. Put the semen back. Can't do none of that. So, moving forward as adults, how to make it work the best. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm so disappointed. Man, it don't make sense. It really don't even make sense because I just feel like, I don't know, I don't even want to go into that situation, but I just want to say that I'm disappointed. And women ain't the better, y'all. Like, men ain't shit. Period. I ain't even gotta go into explanations. And men ain't shit. We ain't, listen, when our father, before you took the father out your child's household, when our father wasn't there, that fucked us. That manly figure that, you know, got stuff done, had a job, that had morals, that stood on something. He could teach you any type of principle. It don't matter what it is. It don't matter if it applied in the screen or wherever it applied to, right? It really doesn't matter. But just to have that visual depiction of a man, similar to you, a strong man at that, not just like, no, you know what I mean? Nobody ain't gonna stand for nothing or be nothing. But like I was saying, this is how I started the video, right? If your parents didn't raise you with no knowledge, no morals outside of their beliefs that they was raised on, we know what's right and what's wrong. So we ain't even gotta go there. Everybody knows what's right and what's wrong. Everybody knows what they should and they shouldn't be doing. I know I should be in grapes. I know I shouldn't be smoking. I'm not naive. I'm not stupid. I don't act like, you know what I'm saying? Okay. That was you don't see those often. Could have been an SRT. They did make those for a year or two. Magnum. I don't know what it was though. Could have been RT. Still down to chilling though. But if you ain't come up with those good morals, you gotta forget them. You gotta abandon them. You gotta pay attention to what's going on. Listen, y'all hear the names I speak. I need y'all to go tap into all them brothers. And everybody ain't perfect. I ain't saying like, you know what I'm saying? We have the same brain. That just means we have the same goal. Motherfuckers I shout out, that means we have the same goal. In my mind, until I meet them and see something different, we have the same goal. And I respect those kings, those gods, those brothers, those leaders, because they're all leaders. These things was crispy, some of them. What is the one vine? No, that thing was a little mush. It was soft for me. But yeah, man, we're gonna do better. They just gotta watch me. Keep watching me, we'll be alright. I ain't got all the answers, I ain't perfect. I'm not saying that. But I do know what the F's going on out here. And I've been new for real. Listen, this is what I want to talk about, right? So, this is random and it's super off topic, but it's something that I considered in my head. I'm a man that came up with the effed up ideologies that multiple women at multiple times while keeping lies are okay. No, it's not. Within saying that, I also came up thinking that I always wanted a threesome. This is a little vulgar and outside of my typical, but in a sick way, in my sick mind, in the past, I like to see woman with woman. I was introduced to sexuality prematurely, irresponsibly. Nothing was ever explained to me, what I was doing, what was going on, what could happen. None of that stuff. Not really. Other than, the regular stuff in the streets, you can catch something, you can have a baby. Other than that, wasn't too much else ever instilled. So, came up thinking shit like that was cool, right? And I've always considered myself to be a capable, and if I want, like back in the day, I was kind of more, it's funny because I was having a talk with my brother, and he said back in the day I was cocky. I said, cocky? There's no other words you could think of? Like, that's it? It's not like arrogant or anything else. It's boisterous. Like, I don't know. Like, I was just trying to think of something because I never heard cocky and I never felt cocky at all. But I could see what he was saying because around people that I know, I'm super, super secure. Like, not that I'm insecure around people I don't know. I just don't want to talk on the pad. I don't want to talk. I really don't want you to see me. So if I can, I'm gonna dip off. So, brother described me as cocky in the past, and I found the word arrogant that he agreed with, but I still think he meant cocky, and that's fine. Like I said, I could see that at a certain point in my life, I have confidence. So I'm going back to that point. So at a point in time, yes, I would talk I'm always calm, I've always been mild-mannered, but I do have those streaks. When I'm geeking, I'm geeking. You feel me? I'm feeling myself. Like, you really can't tell me nothing. And it don't matter what you say. Like, I'm not looking for validation from anyone about myself. Just like you shouldn't be looking for validation from anyone else about yourself. It doesn't matter. No one's opinions matter. Not really. They can be considered. They could be pondered upon. Nobody's opinion matter. We supposed to do us. At whatever cost. Like, whatever you want to do it. If it's right or if it's wrong, you don't know the difference. I ain't gotta say it. I ain't gotta tell you. But I was thinking about this. There must be a reason why I never had a threesome. I don't think I'm supposed to. Cause it's not like I can't say that I tried, but I would definitely say the conversation's been had and I insisted on it before. I want to say with multiple people, like I insisted it, but in my mind I only feel like it was one person. And I spoke about it with other people, but not in depth like that. And I don't think it's really meant for me to have. I don't think it's meant for it to happen. I've been operating in this suit for long enough that if it was supposed to happen, it would have happened. And now I'm to the point where I have a little more discipline and self-control in that area of my life, right? So there was times where I'm just there, I'm indulgent. Like, whatever. Yeah, like I said, it was pretty moments where I'm like, ew, why am I? I don't see me having those moments anymore. Like, I spoke about this before. I don't think I should be indulgent unless I'm producing in furtherance of our future and our economy, our betterance. Feel me? I don't think, and I felt like that. Like, I'm not good at that. I'm not gonna act like just because I'm saying this don't mean it's happening. I know this gentleman, I know there's a big thing about semen retention right now, and I don't know nothing about that. I'm just gonna keep it on it. I don't know nothing about it. I don't know how. Well, I do know how it feels, and I don't like the feeling. If it's how I think it is, but I'm not sure. I don't think I'm doing it right, or I don't think I understand what it is yet, because I don't believe it's supposed to be discomforting. I think it's just like, oh, okay, I didn't. I think that's what it's supposed to be. I don't know. But I want y'all to vibe out with me real quick. And it's all about the chills and thrills. It's like the mob and it to the hood dies, addicted to the concretes, addicted to the. If we don't get a connect, we sticking up the weight. What you know about a weight? The bishop being late. On my jail standing up, fist up to the gate. Faggot ass COs get the piss up in their face. Hold a grudge cause the judge never listened to the case. Crying, just keep on timing. Believe or not, there's gonna be something bad to pass the pain. And even though it hurt like hell, you just keep on giving. Don't stop living. You just keep the faith. I'm wicked. Society judge a man for the way that he living it. Either you getting money or deal with imprisonment. No in-betweens. I'm getting spots in the world where they don't know what dental means. It's really nothing crazier than pain. Have Haiti on the brain, surrounded by liquor drinkers, making it rain. And this world's always changing, but we still need change. Life's a bitch, cause death's like a good woman. I ask that, cause I know the whole hood coming, and the fam coming. And do heaven got an ocean or a dam running? Try to understand something. Floating like a feather in the wind. If it start off rough, will it get better at the end? Will I go to a place where I don't never have to sin? Yeah. Crying, timing, believe it not, there is gonna be something bad past the pain. And even though it hurts like hell, you just keep on giving. Don't stop living. It's not worth it in the end. You just keep the faith. Ride for my crew and everybody's sentiment. You're entering the dragon of a gangster and a gentleman. I spread love to the point I hit the hate line. Fuck jail and state time, but you ain't gonna take mine. It sucks when you living on gun terms. Rather be high on the island getting sunburned. Live till I'm older with my daughter and my son learn. Life is all real, man. You get one turn. I'm trying to tell these boys that they ought to learn. It ain't just fire, man. Even water burn. Yeah. Just keep on timing. Just keep on giving. Don't stop living. It's all worth it in the end. You just keep the faith. The reality for things that I hope. For things that I see. Say you, baby, even though it feel like crying, shining. There's gonna be something better past the pain, yeah. Like hell, you forgiving. Don't stop living. It's all worth it in the end. And you just keep the faith. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. So, man, nothing bad to pass the pain. You know. Anybody hate on you? Keep giving. Oh. You just keep the faith. Oh, it needs to rain out here. I'm not gonna lie, it is super dry on the earth. Like, I'm ready to pour a bottle of water down just for next time when I come. I need some aqua on the earth. H2O. What's going on with this? Man. So there's a lot going on in that car. But listen, I'm gonna end this video. I love y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day. Take care of someone, teach someone. We could do better. Listen, I ain't shit either, but I'm going to be shit. You feel me? It's all we gotta work towards, man. No matter where you at, where you going, what you're doing to get there. Man. Ooh, I was about to cuss. I apologize. I was about to see a side of me that I don't see. I caught myself. Love y'all. You have a wonderful day. Take care of someone. Love someone. Hydrate. Eat some grapes. Eat something. Watermelon. Something somewhere. Eat some cucumbers. I don't care what you eat. Just eat something good. I love y'all. Deuces.